Hi everyone, it's Evelyn from Twin Flames 3344. I have a union read for you and I'm going to get right into it so that it won't go too long. It is February 27, 2019. The 27 is the Ace of Wands, so that passionate new beginning, and the day adds up to 41-5, which is the Ace of Cups. So we have two aces today, the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands. Very powerful energy for a new start in creativity, passions, love relationships, but there's definitely that starting up energy there. The read was done at 10:17 today for the union. The major arcana were higher self, alchemy, and the card after the read was the strength card. Higher self is the high priestess normally, alchemy is the temperance card in the traditional deck, and I'm using the Syrian Star Seed deck as the main deck, and of course all the other decks that I usually use, the Tarot Sexual Magic, Romance Angels, Numerology cards, as well as the Gilded Tarot and the Golden Universal and the Mini Rider-Waite. So the cards were 2 swords, 4 pentacles, 2 cups, 1 wand. The court cards were Page of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, and Page of Swords. So Queen and 2 pages. And there's also the 9 of Pentacles present, which can often be a character in the read. The numbers and the coding was all about spirituality and love. And the numbers coming up were 8, 6, 9, and 23, as well as 66, 24, 21, the sequence 3, 4, 5, 6, as well as 3, 4, 5, and the numbers 69, 34, and 56. And the message having to do with spirituality and love was all about, well, vitamin C was coming up again, to take high vitamin C in these energies to keep your energies up. And I was also getting to help you stay at 0 point, but also high C, the HIC also came up for me as high Kohan. All right, so be your higher self, and also high Mar came up as high C. Because Mara is C. But seeking the high road for you guys, the 6 of crystals, which is the balance of giving and receiving and just keeping balance in that way, and being wise, being in your hermit energy when you need to, as the divine feminine, and especially when the energies get really stressful, if you don't feel like you can do a lot, then don't, go within. But stay balanced and take vitamin C. And take the high road. So it's just really all about being, loving yourself first and not doing too much, all right? To pull back when you need to recharge. And you have your guides' help. You have sources' help, and don't forget to ask when you need for help. So as we get into the read, it's all about higher self, starting out with higher self. Drained from expressing your feelings, possibly a heated exchange or too much energetic back and forth, or just the energies coming in right now that are too stressful for you to take. Sitting pretty with new information to make a decision, so you may have received new downloads. And getting clear is always present. Don't feel like you need more information to know. You already know. It's putting the cart before the horse. You can't wait for things to come to you before you start doing what's best for you. You always have to do what's best for you in the moment. Take the high road of emotional contentment as if you already received the message, that you're already in your knowing, because you have connection to your higher self. Let go of the need to express all the time when you're drained. That's time to tap into your higher self when anxiety wants to come out. New love overflows with each announcement to family or to the King of Pentacles about emotional fulfillment and the rainbow bridge shining upon his work. Okay, so the stuff that you're getting out there is going to affect others, whether you are privy to it or not. Loving devotion of your announcements to the divine feminines, like I do here, with my father bridging the divine masculine messages of family happiness and the work that you love, aligning and cracking codes. So my father coming through yesterday to confirm as the divine masculine that yes, what you are doing is affecting what your masculine does. There are always people, whether it's your masculine getting your messages or other people in his life getting your messages, that they will somehow trickle back to him, not to mention the synchronicities that are always going on, and you know that they're present to them. The Divine Masculine enjoys making speeches, possibly, and bridging the work on his own in creative isolation. So the Masculines may be thinking about what about their work they love the most. Do they love to go travel and make speeches, or do they like that isolated work of creativity, or maybe they want to do both, and they're figuring out how to do these things. The creative man wants to leave a legacy for his family, to show his children all the possibilities for them that this world has to offer. The beauty in the simple life, doing work that you love, traveling the world, possibly just walking the dog to ground you. Orange, or vitamin C coming up here, comes in the fall, the orange. Back to work to expand for the winter, to purify and get ready for birth to the world. The rainbow bridge, emotional fulfillment. Leave your blocks at the door for support when your tornadoes evolve. Stand in the doorway to go to 0 point and back to the vortex, okay? So it's saying instead of focusing on the negativity about blocks, leave your blocks at the door so that you can actually have a really strong frame for when the tornado hits. Just go to your door and stand in the door frame like you would for a tornado and let it pass. Go back to 0 point. The Divine Masculine dropping Christ consciousness into the Holy Grail, which then in turn causes emotions to gently overflow into mainstream Divine Feminines, who will catch the emotion and spread it to their fathers and their grandfathers, who are mature enough to then process it, consider it, and then apply it to their own family situation, maybe even use it in their speeches to other men. Do you see how this works? Patient angel who steers the ship, dumping the Queen of Wands reversed to follow his dreams, or the Queen of Wands reversed is so overwhelmed by his energy that she can't be in his presence without getting triggered, and thus, as he works on his dreams and healing his light to believe in miracles again, he's propelled to feed his dreams with expressing emotions, devoting himself to the ripple effect of happiness. Confidence is something you exude. It's not a yellow dress or a black cat to show the world your false power. Confidence comes from exposing all that you are and loving all of it, the dark and the light. Keep an open mind is the card that comes up as the underlying energy, that your twin may differ from what you're used to. And the card below that was attraction. Yes, there's definitely that magnetic attraction here. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy comes from the movie of The Shining and Jack Nicholson. Jack Nicholson. Yeah. On the other hand, romance with the flame makes him wonder if there's more where that came from. Thinking of flames of the past and sorrow, the Empress with the snake and the bird in hand and arms held back of the masculine, deep in the shadows, or Justice with fairy princess, light and airy with truth and 2 spoons full of fruit and balance and angel wings and bare feet. Natural versus red boots and family crest, seashells and dead bugs, royal sheets red and white, expensive silks you can't afford, or a simple dress, long in the back and flowing, and short in the front, and showing the legs you adore, open to all in moderation. Who does he profess his love to? The one who controls him, or the one who adores him and sets him free, and fits the glass slipper? Perseverance comes up as the underlying energy, as well as love partnership. Perseverance is number 4 of the Emperor, and the love partnership is number 26 of the Page of Wands. The masked boy with the fire burning within. The Queen of Cups, Juliet, on her balcony, while the King of Cups blushes in his shyness turned away from her, at the barber shop or the jeweler, Saturn spinning in his favor. The Queen of Swords at the top of her game with her light, but the King of Swords not in his truth yet, needing closure by the new moon, holding back feelings, stressful activities, Olympic Games to be over, tiny dancer hanging from the bar light, lighting torch with her pointed toe and royal lines, purple and indigo, gold leaf on the floor and teal pillars, purple tights with gold stars, can't sleep through the night, going through their routines. Like, so could be definitely kids coming up here in athletics, going through their sports routines before, but also could just be in general. the King of Swords going through this too, like going through their routine of work the night before to make sure they have everything ready, because they have to be on every day at work. After drinking with friends at the bar, counting sheep, and pencils and pens and lasers. So just making sure that everything's all in a row, but not getting enough sleep. Also draping grape juice and also grapes to dye materials and set under heat lamps, so somebody may be doing that. Two couples intertwined, King of Cups and Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups and King of Swords reversed, looking away from his upside down world, or vice versa for both. So there could be two twin couples who are intertwined, who are friends, and there's an energetic dynamic between them both. We reflect all sides of ourselves. The emotions match, but the Divine Masculine still struggling with the intellectual part behind the things in this other world. Higher self not expressing feelings, delayed activities of dreams and work. Keep an open mind in justice and divorce. The truth and balance are persevering to healing and shining your light in the work that you love. Recently, for the union, lightning strikes in a split, overwhelmed with purging cycles, needing clarity after duplicitousness and lies, and epiphanies about third-party heartbreak and separation, awakening to youthful inspiration for the masculine, especially, but not expressing it openly. The foundation is the Page of Cups, with their heart open wide, messaging to let go of emotions that cause her to drop energetically before she finishes. Clearing space as to not get frazzled when giving messages and staying clear and open. The central energy for the union today is the Six of Cups, the children hugging and letting burdens go, in need of an opportunity to learn and grow, in the aftermath of destruction, needing to choose a new path of expressing psychic abilities, secret feelings, emotions about the High Priestess. The Emperor may feel abandoned by their twin or by his children for stealing energy and giving it to his karmic, for her pots and her vacations, while thinking of his Divine Feminine's neck and shoulder, her tail wagging and legs flexing, and nightmare forcing him to be with karmic while wanting to tell all his troubles to the wounded warrior, Divine Feminine twin. The challenge being balance of prisoner overworking or being imprisoned not working, and the full moon verbal abuse. News or messages or child with the Queen of Wands, abusive to hermit, working in order to guilt him into a new project, using their child or children in order to do it. So this is about the karmic manipulating the masculine to stay and keep working, right? And using the guilt of the children or whatever, or actually using a child to come guilt him as well in the physical. Him now feeling the energy stolen from him by his karmic and children not showing him any love. Now crowning and stuck in emotions of creative and or sexual frustration, getting attention for giving love, to recover from abandonment issues, depression, and or Aquarius who's taking him down, refusing to deal with feelings or expressing, while the sovereign, who could even be a child, are over the battle to hold on to wounds, offering something healthy, or using fruit for better energy for co-creation, to a Sagittarius female who drinks or makes potions, a Leo pretending to be Divine Masculine energy, a twin mirror, even though now she knows she is not and is vengeful. Okay, this is the karmic energy coming up. Doesn't mean just because you're Sag female that you're the karmic, okay? But if it doesn't apply to you, don't apply it. But again, someone may be offering something healthy, like the masculine may be offering a more healthy diet to the karmic who drinks or makes potions, and this could even be a Divine Feminine. And her Divine Masculine is offering this to her. But again, Leo or ego energies are coming up here, pretending to be the Divine Masculine's twin mirror, even though she knows she is not, and vengeful. So this is definitely karmic energy. The Hermit, and this could even be a Divine Feminine with her karmic masculine. The Hermit is sad without flame, receiving sweet judgment, but jealousy is killing him, thinking of his flame with someone else in a new life. It was just 1441. That's the Temperance card, or the angels, and then the 41 of the Ace of Cups, new love. It's also about loving self and spiritual love. The Queen of Pentacles is covered in 3D blah. That's what I was getting. Angel patiently meditating and going within to transform, letting go of patchwork, like trying to just patch things up in a sloppy way, due to resistance, and when lacking faith, feeling sad again, and then, lacking the energy needed to stay positive and go into what you really need to do in a very grounded and building a strong foundation way. The union is coming up as the Page of Swords, or the Seeker of Orbs. One little light is all it takes, a spark of inspiration to be present, as the King of Pentacles, Master of Manifestation, is dealing with uncomfortable emotions at the time of overindulgence, of sadness, longing, and grief. The cards that came up were stay optimistic, express your love, and getting to know each other for the union. Stay optimistic about your love life. Around the union, or how it is seen, is the alchemy, alchemization, the alchemical process of juggling daily duties without affection, keeping energies high while coming together at work with the King of Wands, who's looking to do something else. So I was getting this specific to the masculine, who is having difficulties not seeing eye to eye with this King of Wands energy. It keeps coming up as giving him problems. At work, it's easier not to be pulled into the lower energies before. So now this may be saying that the Divine Masculine, where it was easy to go to work and stay in that high energy and just deal with his own issues when he gets home, now there is no safe place for him, because now at work he's going to have resistance as well. That there's he's falling into lower energies of lack of affection, using creativity instead of sexuality. He's being called to do this. Clear blocks of independence with wisdom and purity, vacillating over justice, which is just, truth, and balance. Okay, so clear any blocks you have about being on your own and independent, whether you are able to do it or you feel like you can't because of you need attention for the masculine. To start over in love. It's about you doing it first for yourself and then coming into union. Love comes up as well as spirituality. Like I said before, people talking about it, getting caught with their pants down. So there could be gossip around the situation. People talking about getting caught with their pants down, forced to drop their burdens and confess love for someone else. The union, the Four of Flames, the Four of Wands. Okay, so those who didn't do what was in their highest good are now going to have the Towers coming in, forcing their hand. The Queen of Swords speaks of lack and insecurities, greed and manipulation, miscarriage or abortion, and paralleling to the masculine losing his tools of his trade. So somebody might have taken his tools, or they may have been stolen. New life and union. As the wounded warrior twin, the Queen of Cups is hung up on union with the King of Wands, who gives his affections to her in the 5D. The Sagittarius and or Leo karmic may be pissed or unstable or moving. Jealous of a new life with twin, the King of Swords reversed is defenseless to detox and chaos. He's kind of forced his hand into doing this. Recovering dysfunctional family and or loss of family money due to over-isolation, or somebody might have mental illness, or now coming out about bad childhood or negative past, or where the past is now returning to the King of Cups to return balance and order in giving and receiving, teaching and learning, bringing this order and balance back to his life. Higher self cracks their heart wide open to a message of alchemical process through epiphany of the twins' love and balance of the Queen of Pentacles, sovereign abandoned at home by Sagittarius and or Leo, higher self, or high priestess, with epiphanies, not expressing them all. So it's saying when you get downloads and you don't pass them on, it can force you into detachment, so that you'll end up needing to release and purge again in order to come back to your reset again and start the process over again. Okay, so also there may be situations where kids are leaving and abandoning their parents, or a karmic is leaving the divine masculine, or a karmic is leaving the divine feminine, and they're being forced to deal with their abandonment issues again if they're not able to stay at 0 point. And also making sure if they're getting downloads that they're passing them on. But definitely the Page of Cups opening heart to the twins and the kids about abandonment issues and recovering from it. So whether it's the feminine sharing this or the masculine now actually experiencing it, being satisfied with self, alone and balanced, both for the masculine and feminine. News or a Page of Swords or a message of the Queen of Pentacles at home, patient with independent kids, finding their home and passions. So the masculines may be seeing the divine feminines allowing their children to leave and not being affected by it, allowing them to find a new home in their own passions and being happy for them, even if it means them moving away, letting them go. So this could be any dynamic who you live with. Could be parents, children, brothers, sisters, friends, siblings, whoever you need to let go to allow them their own journey, their own happiness. For your passions, you too could be leaving your children behind for your own passions, because it's true to you, what your authenticity is. So whether it's for your passions or theirs, you must be true to oneself. If not, you're really not helping anyone around you. The twins are fused in a hug here. Kids' higher selves are coming out to learn patience and heartbreak and the balance around it. For the feminines to learn to manifest on their own, young and old, and the divine masculine to deal with their abandonment issues, to be alone before union without the attention that they're used to getting and the power that comes from it, of being alone on your own, being sovereign, the eye of the tiger, the storm, the vortex, 0 point, co-creation, perpetual teaching and learning, expansion, being giving, but also allowing yourself to receive. So important, okay? So that's the read. And I want to keep it short, but I'll pull a Journey of Love card for you. Clear and align. Take a deep breath, guys. Clear and align. Clear and align. All right, so this February 27, 2019, for everyone watching in the best and highest good of all is concerned, what is it we need to know? What is it we need to learn? Okay. The blood dance. The bottom is 51. Dream a little bit. Dream a little. 51 is the King of Swords. And then we have 42, the blood dance. 42 is the Two of Cups. Okay. The connection. That special, strong connection. Let's see. So the dream a little is coming up because it's the foundation right now, that you need to allow yourself to just dream. What is it that you want to do? It's springtime. What are you inspired by? And then the blood dance comes in. Oh, that's interesting, because this morning when I, especially if light's coming in and I go in to meditate, I'll see the green eye with the black pupil normally, and today I didn't even see the black pupil. I saw bright yellow coming through, bright yellow around, the green iris, and then bright yellow coming through, like so all the holes, the wounds are closed up. There's only light coming through now. The blood dance. And this is, I brought this up in a read I was doing today for someone as well. When the Wheel of Fortune is going forward, right, it's good luck. But what happens when you switch directions all of a sudden? A vacuum is created, and it pulls in whatever you put out. So it forces an automatic reaping of whatever you put out there. So for good or for bad. And the blood dance card, the picture of it is literally reminding me of the gears changing, and like you know when you shift from drive into reverse real quickly. A vacuum occurs, and it sucks in all the stuff that you put out there. So it's about karma, and it's like immediate retribution. I mean, you can't do anything negative without it coming right back to you. Your karma's not going to stick. So if you think something negative on the road, you know, for me, I was thinking something about someone who didn't get all the way to the left lane, and I bit my tongue. So it's just exactly as simple as that. And it was just 2442, which is the Queen of Wands and the Two of Cups. So the blood dance. So maybe we need to think about that, the karmic energy with the Two of Cups. The heart craves life, and the blood responds. In relationship to each other, life happens. The desire and the action, the movement of cycles, drawing in and letting go, rushing to the center and pushing far away to the extremities. It is the cycle of the relationship, dancing between self and other, into oneness and into individuality. So it's with human beings in relationship with each other, and with human beings and the divine essence. Sometimes the heart of God feels so close, as though our inner passion is the very blood rushing through it. And then we journey far, bringing our nourishment to where it's needed, to those who are cold and lonely, to the farthest reaches of our own dark self, that we may, if very brave, dare to love completely. Though we can be lonely for the warmth of the center then, craving that feeling of being home, soon enough we are called back to the core of the divine heart, and the cycle continues. Remember that you're always in this dance of life. You are never apart from the divine. It is just that sometimes, in our natural flow, it's easier to feel that divine presence than other times, yet you are always the blood connected to the heart. This oracle brings you confirmation that you're connected to the divine source, to all it is. If you're experiencing a phase of feeling cut off from yourself, from your body, from other, or from the divine, even from your own feelings, spiritual connection, or intuition, be reassured that this is temporary and a part of the cycle of life itself. Soon all connection shall return, and even greater warmth and nourishment, welcoming you home again with great love. If you feel you've been journeying in life and fear that you have lost your way, do not trouble yourself, precious soul. You are never far from the divine heart and will always be called home. And the poem reads, Love's language speaks like the sound of falling leaves, caressing wind to bear aroma sweet. You ask if I can love and measure true, and give emotions weight the scales do. Each tear released more than words can say, expressing all my heart wants to convey. And we talked about this today too. You know, if you come together with your twin, or you're about to come together with your twin and you don't know it, don't feel like you need to have the words, that it's just about the feelings. Allow the feelings to come, whether it's tears or a hug or whatever it is. Maybe you just need to integrate your energies first before speaking. Don't forget that it's the dance. Whatever goes away will come back, okay? And I'm going to show you the picture of the read. This is the read from today. Just make sure you take care of your health. Health was coming up today too. If you're feeling something from your twin, it's probably not you, and you're probably thinking it's worse than it is. Just keep yourself healthy. It's up to you to raise your energy back, whether it's your twin's energy coming through you or your energy dropping. It's still your job to bring that energy back up and stay at 0 point, okay? Drink your water, stay healthy, rise. I wanted to show you some other cards that came up too. This one, wrong way. This one, and this is the base, okay?